A wild attack inside a burger joint. Now police need your help. The scene all caught on video.
Timing out the arrival of the clouds, followed by maybe some light freezing rain toward morning.
And stick around because they're turning back the clock with a prequel to the smash hit Yellowstone. New York Live catches up with the cast of 1883. Hey, this is News 4 Now for January 4th. I'm Kay Ingram. Now first up, the NYPD is looking for two men wanted for attacking a Burger King worker while he was working the front counter. Police tell us it started with some sort of argument. Then one of the men jumps the counter and starts punching the 22-year-old employee. It happened back on December 4th at the location on Linden Boulevard in Brownsville. Another man jumps into the melee, but Burger King workers fight him off. Police say one of the men had a knife. The men didn't purchase anything and took off. The worker, though, is okay. Now, the NYPD is also looking into surveillance video in nearby Bed-Stuy. They're looking for clues into who shot and killed a mother and her dog Sunday night. Jennifer Inoa was 36 years old, a mom to 4 children and pit bull, Blue. Video shows Inoa and Blue on a walk Sunday night. Less than 30 seconds after they entered a smoke shop, a man runs up, firing multiple shots, killing her and Blue.
I feel really bad. There was nothing nobody can do anything. It's like, she's gone and we just gonna have to, deal with it.
Her longtime boyfriend told us he spoke to detectives on the case, and they told him one of the best pieces of evidence that they have is this surveillance video showing the getaway car. A red car with 4 doors, and the license plate visible. Also new, expect to spend a little more time underground if you take certain subway lines this week. The B, the Z, and W subway lines are suspended until Friday because of pandemic-related service cuts. The MTA admits the current Omicron surge is sidelining way too many workers to keep the trains running as normal. We're told hundreds of MTA workers are on sick leave. That's down from the thousands who were out during the previous COVID surge. But the MTA says the staffing crisis should end soon.
I'm not kidding. The room I'm in is the "what you talking about, Willis?"
Jimmy Fallon is joking about the moment on December 18th when he found out he tested positive for COVID. It was during routine testing here at 30 Rock and at the beginning of his holiday break. Fallon talked about his bout Monday night on The Tonight Show, saying he had mild symptoms. He says he's vaccinated, boosted, and now feeling fine.
Hi there, I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Maria LaRosa. Hope you enjoyed all of that sunshine. We're already starting to see some of the clouds work back in. Temperature-wise, we're going to see a little bit of a warm-up. It's relative, only into the 40s tomorrow afternoon, but warm enough that we'll start to get to see some rain showers move in, this with the front. So during the overnight hours, nearly steady temperatures close to freezing. That's important because as the clouds move in first, some of that moisture arrives by tomorrow morning, and with some areas below freezing, at least at the surface, see a little bit of pink, a little bit of blue. You may get some light freezing rain, even some light snow showers before we see more rain showers during the day tomorrow. Otherwise, certainly a chilly start. Temperatures close to freezing in the city, below freezing from Newark, White Plains, Bridgeport, up into the Hudson Valley and into Connecticut before highs top out in the 40s.
All right, so if you're anything like me, you are constantly looking for new content to stream. Perhaps you've heard of Yellowstone. It's a show that's captivated fans with its tale of a complicated family of ranchers. Now, its prequel, 1883, is taking viewers back to where it all began. New York Live caught up with the cast. Check it out.
You James Dutton?
Yes, sir.
Mind if we speak?
Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying. My family's meeting me here tonight, and we're heading north. And we'll keep heading north till I find country's worth the journey.
This journey will be dangerous all the way to Oregon.
There's only one killer in Fort Worth, and that's me.
Well, I gotta say congratulations. This is a special one. The thing that got me was the storytelling, but also like with the dialogue. You could sense the danger in the simplest dialogue. And I know that you said this was a dream job, so I'm curious why.
Well, you know, I grew up riding horses. I grew up in Louisiana, so I could ride before I could walk. To get back on a horse and to be in this era and to get dirt all over your face and just sort of go out and chase bad guys. And I mean, it's just something that I couldn't have ever imagined doing.
Listen, I want to get into your character. I want to talk about Thomas. We know that he's Sam Elliott's right-hand man, but I can't explain it. I feel like there is a lot to his backstory that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
So I want to know. I want to know about him.
Thomas and Shay served together in the Civil War, the Buffalo Soldiers. Shay was Thomas's captain, and they became brothers. Like, they're the right hand knows what the left is doing. You know, like Thomas and Shay could sit at a campfire for 2 hours and not say a word, and say everything. From the opening scene, when Shay is on his knees with a gun to his neck, how Thomas handles that. It says so much about their relationship and who they are as people and as a, you know, like a bromance.
I love that you just said bromance, though.
It's a bromance. It's an 1800s bromance.
They say about your character, it's not failure that drives him. It's a dream that drives him. Yeah. So if we were to ask the people who know you best, what would they say drives you personally?
Well, my family, for sure. But also just wanting to improve at everything that I do. When I think that I've got it figured out, then I probably should retire.
1883 hits Paramount Plus on the 19th.
And finally, we brought this story to you first, and if you missed it yesterday, it's a wild one. A science teacher from Long Island is in big trouble with the law. She's accused of giving her friend's teenage son the COVID vaccine. And if that wasn't bad, she didn't even ask for permission. News 4's Paisy Chang has the details. Check it out.
There you go, at-home vaccine.
At-home vaccine. That's how this video, obtained exclusively by News 4, starts. It ends with a woman giving a 17-year-old boy whose face we have obscured what is believed to be a shot of the COVID-19 vaccine. Police say they arrested 54-year-old Laura Russo for administering the shot from inside her Seacliff home.
It's a very, very curious situation.
Curious because Russo is not a medical professional and not authorized to administer vaccines. She's a science teacher at Herrick's High School.
I think it's ridiculous. I would never, ever give a vaccine like in a living room. Like, that's unheard of.
This Johnson & Johnson?
Yeah.
In the video, they mention it's a Johnson & Johnson vaccine. The FDA has reserved that for people 18 and up. Not the only reason the 17-year-old shouldn't be getting it.
Besides being illegal, it's just not a smart thing to do. An authorized, licensed professional should be providing vaccines to know how to give them properly, to make sure if there's a complication that can be dealt with immediately and very efficiently. And you have to make sure you know what you're giving.
Police say it happened on New Year's Eve around 6:30 p.m. and done without his mother's permission or knowledge. She notified authorities.
I think it's rather irresponsible, you know, taking that responsibility into your own hands, not being administered by a medical professional. It's a little bit, you know, short-sighted.
Russo was ticketed for unauthorized practice of a profession. The Herrick School District, where she works, said in a statement, the individual in question is a district employee who has been removed from the classroom and reassigned pending the outcome of the investigation. Authorities are now trying to find out how she was able to obtain the vaccine. A friend in the neighborhood cautioned there's more to the story, we just don't know.
I think we should wait and see what happened, and you know, let the courts or whatever's going on, let them decide, and then people can make a judgment.
Russo declined to speak to News 4, but she did get a desk appearance ticket and is expected to be back in court in late January. Reporting from Seacliff, Paisy Chang, News 4, New York.
Thanks for joining us from home today. We'll see you back here tomorrow.